People who are aware of their own capability, their own self, are always stable. That is the reason they bounce back even when failure hits them. People who are only result oriented always fail in their life. The winners and average people, what's the difference? Winners train extensively on focusing on their own self. The only solution is you need to focus or train yourself into developing an awareness. I am greater than all my greatness. How can I create a balance between me and my own reflection? Mind and emotions work in tandem because emotions are the reflection of the mind.
Guruji, in case I want to be bothered about my own business, which is being centered on me. For an athlete, he has practiced several techniques, he has gone through. But as an ordinary individual who wants productive efficiency, how can I center myself?
How can you say athlete practice?
Could you break down the techniques of this practice of centering oneself?
But fundamentally, I will challenge you on this. For an athlete, he has practiced many days or years, you are saying. Who has not practiced? An advocate wanted to be an advocate, most probably, from his childhood.
A student also, for example.
Now a medical student goes into medical college for 5 years imagining I will be a doctor. So he has practiced being a doctor. An engineer. Now all through you train your mind. And you are studying medicine. And the point is, we feel athletes have trained hard. Who has not trained hard? A teacher has trained to be teacher. A mother has trained to be a mother. Technically speaking, yes. Because the moment you are, you are pregnant, you are a happy girl. But then the process of pregnancy and the process of delivery trains you to be a mother. Yes or no? Or advocate, yes, software engineer. The moment you join a CS branch, you are already training your mind, I will be software engineer.
Yes.
Everybody is training. The problem is, we are all training to do. To do what? Whatever the goal, destination. I am a software engineer, doctor, businessman, whatever. But in any profession, athlete, that's the point I wanted to establish with you. Don't say athletes have trained, I have not trained. Athletes have also trained, you also trained to do. An athlete trains to play. A lawyer, engineer, doctor trains to do that. They are training to do. But nobody is training to cultivate an awareness on their own self.
That's where the difference lies.
That's where. The winners and average people, what's the difference? Winners train extensively on focusing on their own self. People who are aware of their own capability, their own self, are always stable. That is the reason they bounce back even when failure hits them. People who are only result oriented always fail in their life.
On an everyday basis, how can I, as an ordinary individual, focus on myself and practice these techniques?
If you have observed your question, this is, who is asking? No, there is a question on a daily basis, how can I practice? But who is asking this? The questioner.
The breakdown of techniques.
Correct. But I am asking, the questioner, we have to understand. This is a short-term guy who wants quick techniques so that quick things happen, so that he stays where he is. So, life, short-term doesn't happen.
Okay.
Life, short-term doesn't happen. The only solution is you need to focus or train yourself into developing an awareness. I am greater than all my greatness. Now, supramentalization, from the day one when we initiate, we make you experience your own awareness. We make you experience the experience of life. No, there is experience of the experience of life. And when you experience life, now you need to develop that over a period of time. Because you know what is the shortest technique? When people ask me this, I always tell, no shortcut ever works. The only shortcut is the long-term design of your mind. Are you understanding? And the long-term design of your mind is mostly on the center of your awareness. If you are aware of a certain thing, no matter, for example, if you are a Bharati person or if you are a Tamilian, That's a good example. Tamilian. Okay. Now you put him in Jammu Kashmir, you put him in America, you put him in wherever. This Tamilian will always be Tamilian. He can behave like an American, he can dress like an American, he can do everything like an American, but give a micro chance, he will be back to Tamilian.
It's slightly core topic of which a lot of individuals have, is that how can they maintain their mental and emotional balance in the life? What are the essential things on which they can base this on?
Now I want you to understand this. Mental and emotional balance is also a myth. How can I create a balance between me and my own reflection? In the mirror, you are seeing yourself. Can you create a balance with that reflection? How can you? The reflection is just you.
Yes.
In the same fashion, remember one thing. You close your eyes, example, imagine that, something bad really happened to you. Something, and seriously, or the past bad experiences. Automatically, your system is giving bad negative emotions.
Yes.
Childhood trauma, some teacher hit you, something happened, something bad happened. Close your eyes and imagine when immediately your emotions are. Now again, close your eyes and feel, how you got your marriage done, or your love experience, or your first child, whatever.
Success.
Any success, anything positive, you imagine immediately. The truth is, emotions and mind go hand in hand. Emotions and mind go hand in hand. Only when there is too many, say, like a computer, when you open so many applications, it slows down the computer. At that time, it appears as if the screen got stuck or the system stuck. No, it is actually, you understand, so many applications clog the processing capability. In the same fashion, when you have so many unresolved emotions settled within you, then emotions can dominate you. When you have so many unsolved questions within you, then mind can dominate. But generally, there is nothing called mental and emotional balance. Mind and emotions work in tandem because emotions are the reflection of the mind.